digital radio, on the app, on your smartphone, on X, YouTube, and Facebook. The Sportscast. Expect the unexpected.
The update presented by the Sportscast.
Welcome to the Sportscast, September 8th, 2025. If you haven't yet, please subscribe in all our channels, YouTube, Facebook, X, and Apple Podcasts. You can also listen to us on your smart speaker. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please leave a rating and a review. It will help us out tremendously. We're also an online digital radio. You can visit our website, thesportscast.net, or follow us on X at the Sportscast One, also on Instagram, the Sportscast One, and now we're on Threads at the Sportscast One. And check out our app for iOS, the Sportscast. NFL Week 1, opening weekend for the NFL, long awaited. I think it's like 245 days since the Super Bowl. And of course, we got Dan. He's not here to entertain, he's here to compete. Welcome back to the Sportscast.
Yeah, good to be here. Yeah, it's been a long break, so eager to get back and talk some football.
From the words of Gabriel Dillon. He didn't play yesterday, huh?
No. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. But Flacco played overall good, couple picks, but they weren't his fault. Butterfingers receivers had the ball and decided to throw it up in the air and cost us the game. But we'll get into that later.
Absolutely. As Dan's referring, the Cleveland Browns lost against the Cincinnati Bengals 16-17 by 1 point. Bengals always have slow starts, Dan. And everyone was picking Cincinnati to win this game this past weekend, but it came close, didn't it?
It did. I was optimistic, cautiously optimistic. Being a Browns fan, you have to be. Because like you said, the Bengals always start slow. So if they were going to get a win in the first 6 games, this was a winnable game just based on how the Bengals have started the season. And in typical Browns fashion, they find a way to lose.
Dylan Sampson had 29 yards. Jerry Jeudy 66, Sampson as well 64.
Yeah, Sampson was a surprise. I mean, that could be the steal of the draft right there. With Junkins, obviously his issues off the field. They've just signed him. I'm sure we'll get into that. But Sampson, a 4th round draft pick, was very impressive for sure. He was the golden nugget yesterday.
Yeah. Quite something to get into that. As you brought up one in our headlines, Quinshon Junkins finally signs with the Brown. He didn't play yesterday, right?
No, he didn't. I'm sure he's got to get up to speed. It'll be interesting. The NFL is still doing an internal investigation, so we'll see if they're going to bring any suspensions to him. If he able to get back on the field with the way I was surprised that Sampson, Ford was really good last year, but Sampson got a lot of carries. They were using him out of the backfield, and the passing game had some great catches. If Junkins can get on the field, it could be a 3-headed monster. They weren't able to run the ball much yesterday, which is concerning. But the carries he did get, he did pretty good.
Jerome Ford only had 8. That's pretty much their main running back. So yeah, you're right. The rushing only happened to Dylan Sampson. Of course, he's the running back. Back to Quentin. He was selected 36 overall by the Browns, and he was the final member of the 2025 draft class that was still unsigned, which is kind of common for these rookies to wait till the final couple weeks before the season starts to get their contracts going. I'm not sure why they do that. I mean, these rookie contracts are not that massive either.
Right. Yeah, I think this one, I think, I don't think it was completely on him. I think it was the Browns kind of waiting it out to see what the police report, they
Oh
came out
yeah,
and said
yeah.
that there wasn't going to be any charges. I think it was them more or less in this situation, pumping the brakes a little bit. We've already gave a ton of money to Watson. Everybody knows that. We didn't want to, pay somebody else that is not going to be around. So I think it was more of them pumping the brakes a little bit on this one.
Yeah, quite something. Before we get into our recap, what did you think overall for this week one? I thought it was really good weekend.
Yeah, absolutely. Some great games, competitive games, not too many blowouts. I think the
Yeah,
takeaway for me was a lot of redemption stories. We see Daniel Jones coming with the new team and just lights out, calling him Danny Dimes now. Rodgers, with the new team,
that was
he
a big one.
out. And then Penix Jr., I mean, he had a pretty good game overall compared to what he did last year. So I think that some quarterbacks are getting, some different teams, and then, a little redemption, looking a little better at the start of the year this year.
And and um and on Friday, the YouTube game between the Chargers and the Chiefs had 18 million viewers, and that game was played in Brazil. So
Yeah,
that was a good viewership.
absolutely.
So quite something. And of course, we had our Thursday night game, which we won't recap much for the show. But with Jalen Carter, there has not been news about
No.
from the NFL of how many games. I think he should get 3 games for spitting at Dak Prescott, right? At least.
Yeah, no, I mean, that was wild. I mean, you had an ejection and basically a season-ending injury before a snap was even um, snapped, which I don't recall ever seeing before.
I've never seen
But
anyone
there's
ejected.
there's been a lot of discussion afterwards. To hear Dak's take and that he spit at him first and it was retaliation, and of course he said, "Oh, I
Right.
was spitting at the floor or the ground," and so there's a lot of back and forth there. And then there's a lot of discussion that, when Travis Kelce got sucker punched, that guy got a 15-yard penalty, didn't get kicked out of the game. So you can punch someone in the face and get a 15-yard or not get kicked out, but you spit at someone, you're ejected. So I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, that's which is hard with the NFL trying to compare each incidents. Like remember when Tom Brady got suspended for Deflategate, like they were trying to compare. Oh, no, like with Spygate, so they're trying to compare here and there, but it's hard. You can't have everything exact and everything else. But we'll see what happens. The NFLPA will be involved with that with their new leadership because they got new leadership this past summer due to the incident with the president. So quite something. But anyways. None of this drama talk. Let's get into business wise. Let's go Buccaneers in Atlanta. Amika Iguba, Mr. Dan Manning, caught 2 touchdown passes, including a go-ahead 25-yarder with 59 seconds remaining, and Tampa Bay recovered after losing lead on marathon drive by Atlanta to beat the Falcons 23-20 in a dramatic opening game Sunday, 3-point win.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a steal in the draft. Ohio State definitely produces some elite receivers, receiver U. Baker started a little slow. I mean, having the injury, not playing much preseason, but he got it going. That could be a good 1-2 punch for him to get Ibuka, give him another weapon. Like I said, Penix played pretty good, but just wasn't enough to get it done down the stretch.
Baker Mayfield completed 17 of 32 passes for 167 yards with 3 touchdowns. The Bucs are my dark horse to win it all, Dan. You heard it here first.
They definitely. I mean, Baker, a little salty. He played for my Browns, so it'll be interesting for him if he gets it done. But they got a lot of weapons this year.
DJ Turner and Jordan Battle came up with 2 huge interceptions in the second half as the Cincinnati Bengals held on to a 17-16 victory on Sunday versus the Browns. The Browns outgained the Bengals 327 to 141 yards, Dan. What happened there?
Yeah, it was a Schmidt show, pretty much. I mean, this kicker named Schmidt, they got him from the CFL and came in. You have one job. He missed a PAT and then missed a 35-year-old field goal. I mean, just terrible. I mean, you have one job and you can't get it done. The Browns dominated this game. I mean, the Bengals had 7 yards in the second half, and the Browns, typical Browns fashion, find a way to lose, and it's just very discouraging. Flacco had a great game. I mean, he was making passes down the field, made some plays with his legs, believe it or not, at 40 years old. The 2 interceptions, they're on his stats, but it really wasn't his. His receivers had the ball in their hands, and then they just wanted to throw it up in the air for the defense to catch it. But big problems. I don't know how they're going to win a game the next 5 weeks. I mean, they go and play the Ravens, an angry Ravens team after last night. Good luck with that. They have no run game right now. No kicker. I mean, I might go try out. I hear they're having tryouts, walk-ons in Cleveland tomorrow. I'm going to practice my kicks. I mean, heck, a guy off of College Game Day hit a kick that far on Saturday.
Yeah,
call him up.
that.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yards,
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
There is a guy named Tucker who played for the Ravens who is a free agent, by the way.
Well, you know, Browns are known to go after character issue guys, so it's possible that they're going to maybe give him a phone call. They got to do something.
Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, who signed lucrative extensions in the offseason, also struggled. Chase had only 2 receptions to 26 yards, and Higgins and 3 receptions for 33 yards. Browns defense, how would you rate them?
At times it was good, but they're going to have to play a lot better. I mean, it was a little dicey. Myles Garrett didn't get to the quarterback till the end of the game. He had 3 sacks back to back to back. Gave him a chance to win the game, and didn't happen. But yeah, they're definitely going to have to get better defensively the next 5 games, because it doesn't get any easier.
Let's tweak the kicker and the running back a bit. Let's go to New England. Geno Smith finished 362 yards and a touchdown in his Las Vegas Raiders debut, while rookie Ashton Genty rushed for his first touchdown, and Las Vegas rallied to beat the Patriots 20-13 in their season opener Sunday. But anyone could beat the Patriots, right?
Yeah, no, I mean, the Raiders, they were looking a little rough in the first half. They made defensive adjustments. I mean, they were struggling to stop the Patriots in the first half, but did not give up any points in the second half. Gentry, a big addition to the running game. Geno had a good game. You know, Patriots, I don't know. You would hope that this would be an up year with another year with Drake May, but time will tell.
They like stars in that team. That's what I've been hearing from the NFL rumor, from their NFL, mill going on. Everyone was wondering about Detroit without their offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, defensive coordinator, Aaron Glenn. Not good. Jordan Love threw a pair of 2 touchdown passes, Stan. And Michael Parsons, newly Packer, had a sack in his Green Bay debut as the Packers delivered an exceptional defensive performance in 27-13 victory over the Lions on Sunday. It wasn't the Lions. It was Micah Parsons that won for the Packers.
Yeah, I tell you what, it is an addition. The Parsons, I mean, he had limited snaps, but still made a difference. I mean, it's going to be scary when this defense gets him full-time and he gets acclimated to that defense. They got the offense. Love looked great. But Lions, I had some friends text me, oh, why don't you convert to being a Lions fan before the game? And, and what a difference a year makes. You got 2 new coordinators, some new players on offense, O-line, things like that. It's going to take them a little time to probably adapt to the play calling and things. But I imagine the Lion fans are very disappointed. We're hoping at least for a competitive game, but they got pretty much dominated in this game.
J Love went for 16 of 22 for 188 yards and with touchdown passes of 15 yards to Tucker Kraft and 17 yards to Jaden Reed. Good job, Packers at Lambeau. Let's go Cardinals and Saints. This game was going to be, I thought, a blowout, but not so much. Kyler Murray threw 2 touchdown passes, Dan, and the Cardinals narrowly held on to a 2013 victory over a penalty-prone New Orleans in the Saints' first game under rookie coach Kellen Moore.
Yeah, no, not what you want to see as a rookie coach. I mean, just sloppiness, penalties, bad clock management, missed kick. I mean, it was a bad first game for the Saints. Cardinals, I mean, it showed flashes of brilliance, but still, not completely there. but Harrison is seemed to be emerging in the pass game, so hopefully they can get him going. I think he had around 60, 70 yards receiving, so it could be good that if he gets
yards.
in the upright direction.
Yep. Murray had 163 yards. This Cardinals team has potential. People are picking them as favorites. I don't know what favorites is. Playoff contention, probably. The division looks kind of weak, but we'll see. Rams defeated the Texans. Matt Stafford with a bad back, passed for 245 yards and a touchdown while becoming the 10th quarterback in the NFL history with 60,000 yards in the air. Braden Fisk recovered a fumble forced by Landman's punch with a minute 43 to play in the Rams' 14-9 win over Houston Texans.
Yeah, Puka Nacua, I mean, he's just a great receiver. I mean, probably, really good steal in the draft. I mean, for sure, for the Rams when they got him. Disappointing game for the Texans, the way they were playing last year. Very sloppy game for them. They're going to need to clean that up.
C.J. Stroud passed for 188 yards with several sharp throws in his first pro game in his native Southern California, despite playing behind a struggling offensive line. Commanders and Giants. The Commanders held the Giants to a 3 points total on 2 trips, Dan, inside the 5-yard line, and Deebo Samuel scored in his Washington debut. A 21-6 win over the Giants on Sunday. Jaden Daniels threw for 233 yards and a touchdown. Is he going for the MVP season?
I think so. I mean, he's a baller for sure. I mean, he's him. I mean, the way he played last year, and I imagine he's going to have. You were wondering, you're going to have the sophomore slump that everyone talks about, but not seeing it in this game. And New York's, are already calling for a change for Dart. So in that media, and they've already announced the starter that Russ is going to cook some more. But the cooking might be boiling over if he lays an egg this next week and doesn't play well. You're going to be hearing the Dart chants for sure.
Yes, sooner than later. People are saying week 9. I think it might be more like week 3 or 4.
Yeah. Right.
Giants have failed to score a touchdown in 3 consecutive season openers. They got to change that, like what the Bengals did. Tight end Jake Hahn just caught Birdie's deflected pass for a touchdown with 1 minute 34 seconds remaining, and the 49ers rallied to a 17-13 season opening win over the Seattle Seahawks. New coach, new quarterback. Not surprised here.
No, not at all. A little closer than I thought, but that was a great catch for sure by that tight end.
Purdy went 26-35 for 277 yards, and with 2 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, improving to a 4-0 as a starter at Lumen Field. So unbelievable for Brock Purdy. New contract. So the boy is doing gal. Broncos defense held Cam Ward to 12 of 28 passing for 112 yards. They beat the Titans 20-12. Poor kid. Come on. I mean, what can you expect the first day?
Yeah, no, I mean, the Broncos, they had 3 turnovers and still won this game. So, your defense is playing pretty well. His Cam Ward, his receivers weren't helping him out too much. I mean, I don't know. There's videos of Cam's dad, just walking out, just frustrated after a drop or something. So it was a bad day for him and the Ward family. That's for sure.
Broncos definitely up in the tally. Daniel Jones ran for 2 scores, threw for another, and led the Indianapolis Colts to a 33-8 rout of the Miami Dolphins on Sunday for their first 1-0 start since 2013. Is that when Peyton Manning was there?
Yeah, it's possible. But, man, this was a shocker, one of the shockers of the weekend. I'm sure you agree. I mean, as a 100%. Dolphins fan, I don't think you were expecting this.
I was expecting a win. Even a close win, I was expecting.
Yeah, when you looked at on the bingo card and you're circling, wins, W's, I mean, this was in the win column for sure. But Daniel Jones, like I said, a resurgence, given a chance with another team, new coaches, new weapons, and he made the most of it. I mean, he balled. very concerning. I'm sure as a Dolphins fan, I mean, Tua throwing 3 picks. I mean, that's concerning. I mean,
2 interceptions.
I
and
mean,
a
there's
fumble.
rumblings like, is he the guy? I mean, we got to move on from, I mean, so it'll be interesting if he can turn that around. If he doesn't turn it around quick, you're going to be hearing a lot of rumblings, I'm sure, down in
Maybe
Miami.
some Drew Lock phone call. Which I didn't know that Lucas Oil Stadium, you could open up the roof. I had no idea that like the roof was retractable.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Quite interesting. Let's go to Jacksonville. Trevor Lawrence threw a touchdown pass. Travis Etienne ran for 143 yards, and Jacksonville beat the Panthers 26-10 to deliver the franchise new regime on emphatic debut victory Sunday. Great GM.
Yeah, no, Bryce Young, I mean, he had a bad game. I mean, you were kind of hoping to see a better version of himself like he started to a little last year. He didn't get that this game. So I understand Hunter played both sides of the ball a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see how long he could do that.
Yeah, he mostly played wide receiver, but he did pay a package or two on the defense. So we'll see what happens. I think they're going to stick with one position. It's just impossible to in the NFL. Wore you out. But exactly. They had a 1 hour weather delay, so which the Eagles game did too. I'm not sure if you're able to finish that game. I couldn't. I mean, I left once the weather delay happened.
Yeah, I lose interest. I'm like, I'm not sticking around for this.
This might have been the game of the day, I think. The Pittsburgh Steelers and its veteran quarterback Aaron Rodgers prevailed versus the New York Jets, 34-32. Dan. It was a poetic finish for Rodgers, who also ended his Jets tenure with a 4-touchdown passing game. He's now the first player in NFL history with consecutive 4 touchdowns passing games for different franchises.
Yeah, I didn't expect this shootout. I mean, particularly, both teams are known for defense in a sense, in the Steelers, really. So, I mean, to have a 30-point game each side was a little bit of a shocker. But both quarterbacks played well. Fields looked good. Rodgers looked great. He's showing that he could still play a little revenge game. He even said in the press conference, I'm showing everybody in the Jets office I could still play. I know people doubted me. So he was out for them, and he made it happen. I do think that, they're going to need to get some defensive going. Because I don't think they're going to be able to score 30 every game.
Quite something. Aaron Rodgers was glad he beat everyone from that building. So we'll see what happens here. I do not have, but we'll see what happens. What do you think about the Steelers? Do you think they perhaps can make a good run to the playoffs, maybe go deeper, or?
Well, I mean, if Rodgers plays like that, I mean, they can definitely make a run. I think having Ramsey, I mean, he had a heck of a hit at the end of the game that stopped the drive. That way the Jets couldn't go down and maybe kick a field goal. But they're going to have to tighten up defensively. I mean, they're Baltimore is going to be tough. I'm sure the Bengals are going to get going. But definitely gives them a chance where last year they didn't have that.
Let's go another good game, but this time was Sunday Night Football. Josh Allen and the Bills overcame a 40-25 deficit late in the fourth quarter to stun Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens in their first Sunday Night Football game of the season, rematch of the AFC Championship game. No, sorry, AFC playoff game, which may not be topped all year. Being up 15 points ain't safe anymore.
Oh. No. I mean, I like a lot of the Bills fans. I left the building. I mean, I went to bed. I mean, I'm like, this game's over. I mean, but you got the MVP. Anything can happen. But I woke up and I saw that score. I was like, what? And I was watching the highlights. I mean, you're never out with Josh Allen. I mean, Superman, and just making plays with his legs, and that. I mean. The Ravens, I mean, they had a big mistake. Although Henry was a beast, I mean, they couldn't stop him the most of the game, and he fumbled the ball. Unfortunate, but the Ravens are tough. I mean, they look really good running the ball. Browns are going to have their hands full next week, but that was a great game for sure.
That was a great game. Prater, kicker, was celebrating with
Yeah,
Josh.
yeah. Just got off the Jedi. The Browns could have signed him and got off the red eye and went and kicked. Doesn't even know the team's players' names.
Well, there you have it. A lot going on, but kickers were heroes a little bit. We have one more game tonight, Monday Night Football. Minnesota Vikings at the Chicago Bears. We'll see the debut of J.J. McCarthy versus Caleb Williams from the Bears. New coach Ben Johnson, which he's been critical of the offense, but he has to work with what he has. What do you have tonight between the Vikings at the Bears?
I'll take the Bears. Just a year or two with Williams. I mean, JJ. I mean, it's going to be tough. Monday Night Football. I mean, it's your first year back in the saddle, so yeah, I'm sure he's going to have a lot of butterflies. So I'll give the year two quarterback Williams making a couple more plays.
That's quite something. I got the Chicago Bears winning tonight in Soldier Field. Caleb Williams. We'll see if he improves. He tweaks. I think he played a few preseason games, so we'll see what happens. We'll see Colston Loveland, of course, tonight for tight end, and Luther Burden the third. Very young team. Of course, DJ Moore, Rome Tunze, great player, and of course, of the Vikings, McCarthy, and this loaded wide receiver, Mark, Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson. So, and Carson Wentz is the backup. Did you know that?
I didn't know. Yeah, that's interesting.
Quite interesting. He's a journeyman. I don't know what happened after he left the Eagles, but things like that. Well, there you have it. Good week one, Dan. I thought it was a very entertaining from Thursday with Jalen Carter to Friday in Brazil and Sunday. Your Browns play the Ravens. What do you want to tweak? I know you mentioned a little bit already, but what do you want to see tweak? And what will like the Ravens tweak next week?
Yeah, I mean, I think for the Browns, I mean, they have to play a cleaner football game. I mean, you can't be having interceptions. They need to figure out a way to get the run game going. And obviously, I mean, I haven't heard anything if, Schmidt is gone or cut. If there's anyone else that can kick, I don't know. I mean, if you can't kick a PAT in this league, I mean, you shouldn't even be in it. But knowing the Browns, he's our guy, we're going to give him another chance and we're going to be rolling with him. But they got to get better defensively. They're going to have to stop the run with Derrick Henry. As far as the Ravens, they just obviously gave up too many points. I think offensively they're strong. Obviously they can't turn the ball over, but they'll need to tighten up the defense. On the Browns, although I don't think the Browns can score 40. So we'll see. I mean, it might be a defensive battle, and hopefully it's a good game.
One thing for sure, even with your two young rookie quarterbacks, I don't see them starting anytime soon. I think Flacco has that job safely sound and secured.
No. If they're 2-8, maybe. But these first 7 games are brutal. I mean, you got the Ravens, then the Lions, then the Steelers, Patriots,
the Packers,
probably Packers. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's just brutal. I mean,
the Patriots on October 26th is the most winnable game.
Yeah,
exactly. And Dolphins. I can definitely give you that one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's brutal. I mean, that Packers. I mean, that's. It's don't see too many wins on that schedule.
Exactly. Well, there you have it. NFL Week 1. So one more game tonight: Bears and Minnesota. Dan, what's the best way to reach you? I see you've been studying Funeral Man TikToks now.
So if you're looking for my other career, funeral business, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Dan the Funeral Man. Or if you want to see what I'm talking about, my Browns X Danimal2478 or Facebook Dan Madden.
Did you know that Ron Stefanski has won Coach of the Year twice?
Really?
Yes. A long time ago. So I'm not sure if he's going for it again this year. We'll see. You can reach us at thesportscast.net, our website, or the Sportscast One on X, Threads, and Instagram. Will be live tweeting tonight. And then this week, I think most contracts are signed. Hendricks just got signed a couple of days ago. You're a player from the Browns, so I don't see any other additions. Maybe some kickers. I know some kickers are a lot of free agent kickers. I've been hearing a lot of high name value out there, but we'll see what happens. But good week 1. I'm excited. Everyone was excited The sports bars were packed last night, all throughout the weekend, and of course, the NFL is back. We'll see what happens with the team. Chiefs, I don't know. That loss against the Chargers, is that a red flag, or hey, it's
Yeah,
okay?
I mean, the
Chargers are good.
Chargers look good. I mean, I mean, they look great, and it's concerning. Xavier Worthy hurt. Travis friendly fire there.
Plus Rashi Rice for suspension.
It could be a little bit like trying to find weapons and trying to play Superman ball with Mahomes. I mean, so we'll see what that injury does. And I think Chargers, I mean, they look impressive for sure.
They've always won their week 1 game since 2021. So they keep going with the streak. And as Dan said, Chiefs are pretty low in receivers, but they won it with defense last year. So we'll see what Spags is like. Anyways, that's all she wrote. Dan, thanks for fun.
Yeah, good shit. Talk to you later.
You're